Hi, my name is Pedro, and today I'm going to read an article to you that I found online at a website, stack.com. The article has to do with women and weightlifting, okay? Just to further support my belief that everybody, including women, should do some strength training. If not all the time, definitely for periods of time in your health and fitness and wellness career. So, with no further ado, so I don't rehash everything that I have already told many of my clients and friends. I'm just going to read this right out to you. And if you want to look up the article yourself, the link is going to be at the bottom of this video, okay? So, here we go. Jennifer Lopez, Kate Upton, Serena Williams, and Casey Catanzaro. All these are professional athletes, actors, entertainers, everything that is TV and magazine, all right? We see them on magazine covers, walking the red carpet, and we wonder at their various ages how they stayed looking so beautiful and in shape. One common thing among those female Hollywood or sports stars, and many more, is that they aren't afraid to get in the gym and throw some iron around. But lifting weights isn't just for female celebrities and professional athletes. Truth is, I believe it can make a positive difference in just about any woman's life. True story. As a certified personal trainer, I once had a group class that featured a very strong male individual who loved to lift weights and had a decent level of cardiovascular endurance. One day, a female acquaintance of mine joined the group and blew away the entire class in all of the exercises, including cardio, body weight moves, and strength training. The strong guy came up to me at the end of class, huffing and puffing, and was amazed at not only how strong this woman was, but how much she challenged him to keep up with her. He was the one used to leading the pack. For the longest time, society gave women a complex, making them feel that muscles aren't feminine or sexy. Don't just point the fingers at the male population for this. Many females were guilty of enforcing this misguided stereotype. Many fitness classes that are designed for or catered toward the average woman are cardio or aerobic based, like yoga, Pilates, spin, or Zumba. These programs are great for movement, strength, endurance, developing flexibility and agility. But your body isn't going to be challenged enough to actually gain muscle in these types of classes. Within these classes, if there's any type of resistance work, it's with dumbbells weighing between 2 and 10 pounds, the equivalent weight with resistance bands. While these are great for absolute beginners or in rehab settings, the range for improvement is limited. It's really going to be tough to see the type of consistent positive changes you want using only these very light weights. But many females were so terrified of becoming bulky that they stuck with them anyways. And that has changed now. Whereas in the past, women may have questioned the value of resistance training or even avoided this type of exercise due to the social stigma, evidence clearly indicates that women are capable of tolerating and adapting to the stresses of resistance exercise and that the benefits are substantial. Reads the latest edition of Text Essentials of Strength and Conditioning. Gone are the days of belief that lifting weights will make females look bulky or manly. Unless you think these 13 female celebrities who lift look manly, okay? And I'm not going to go through all of them, that's all in the article, but some of those celebrities include, let me open this up real quick. Okay, the actress from Wonder Woman. Her name is Gal Gadot, okay? Then there's also Brie Larson, who is Captain Marvel. Then we got Jessica Biel, Angelina Jolie. We got Jennifer Lopez, I've already mentioned her, among other female athletes and celebrities. And they don't look manly. They just look good. There are many reasons that it is very, very difficult for the female body to become bodybuilder. Big in response to resistance training. One of the most important reasons is that females produce only a fraction of the amount of testosterone that men do. Men and women have chemical differences that make them respond to resistance training in very different ways. It is also not easy to get bodybuilder big as a man either, or else we'd have a lot more jacked dudes walking around. but it's even more difficult for women. It takes hard work for women to build muscles, but when they actually do add more muscle to their frame, they almost always seem to be pleased with the aesthetic differences. Looking toned, looking lean, having the definition. And I quote here, "Since I've started resistance training, I've gained about 17 pounds, and it's all muscle. I feel so much better now. When you feel strong, it changes everything. Your posture, the way you walk." Unquote. Gal Gadot, star of Wonder Woman, told Glamour in 2016. Quote unquote. "I look at photos from 5 years ago and think, whoa, I was way too skinny. It's not cool." Unquote. From Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. In addition to adding strength, preventing illness, assisting with the challenges of mental health, and increasing self-esteem, there are a number of reasons why ladies are adding more weight training to their programs at home. More women are now confidently taking part in CrossFit and HIIT classes and looking good and feeling great about it. Lifting weights creates lean muscle, which in turn helps you burn more calories throughout the day. So even through 45 minutes on the treadmill will produce an immediate calorie loss. That burning effect pretty much ceases as soon as you call it quits. And I take a quick excerpt from this article. It depends how the cardio training is done. If it's a steady state, easy jog on the treadmill, that is very true. But if you do interval or sprints in running or on the treadmill, different story. I continue with the ad now. Continue with the website. But when you engage in resistance training, you do not only burn calories during the workout, but it also increases the number of calories you burn at rest. So there's this period out of the article where after you lift weights for anywhere from 2 to 3 hours or up to 24 hours after the workout, your body's still burning calories and rebuilding muscle. Okay. Continuing. The idea that resistance training is bad for your joints or posture is also baloney. Unless you're lifting with terrible form and following a really bad program, resistance training will make your joints stronger while also improving your posture. Proper resistance training with moderate to heavy weights reduces your risk of injury in a way working with lighter weights simply cannot. Your body adapts to heavy loads by creating stronger, thicker connective tissue, which are more resilient. If you're only working out with tiny weights, your body isn't incentivized to make any changes. And I think everybody here likes to see change after a lot of time invested in the gym. If you think you don't need to lift bigger weights because it doesn't apply to your daily life, I bet I can find some examples where you are wrong. The grocery bags you carry are usually more than 3 to 5 pounds. So too is carrying around your child. Oh, and when you squat down to lift up that child, yeah, there is potentially heavier weight than you may have thought. Same with wrestling strollers, car seats, bikes, and any other number of large objects in and out of your car. For the green thumbs out there who spend hours planting and lifting heavy pots or soil or bags of mulch, those things can be pretty freaking heavy too. So why would you be against following a training program that makes these types of activities easier on your body and allows you to do them for longer? Because that's what lifting bigger weights will do for you. Society has also embraced strong, fit women. In a magazine 20 years ago, it was hard to find a woman with curves or muscle definition. Now, strong is the new skinny. Strength comes in many shapes and sizes. Research has found that what many American women view as an ideal body type now includes more muscle mass. Another true story. I joined a Pilates gym not only to change up my workout routine and target some of my smaller core muscles, but also to spend more time with my wife. Since the goal of Pilates is not building massive muscle, the gym only offers dumbbells ranging between 2 to 10 pounds. I look around the gym and notice that many of the ladies in the group are using the same 3 to 5 pound dumbbells they've been using for the past year. While this is great for muscle endurance, it does very little for increasing strength. And I know that it is likely that only resistance training they include in the routine, despite the fact that they're healthy enough to press, curl, and squat more than what they're doing. Sometimes doubt can keep women from lifting heavier weights. They simply don't know or don't believe just how strong they can be. Social media can be a great place for inspiration, but like anything worth doing, it's the first step that's most difficult. I didn't know what strength was. I was truly an introvert with asthma before this film, so I had a lot of work to do and just started to fall in love with it. I started to fall in love with my body and how it was changing and transforming. End quote. Brie Larson told E! News of intense resistance training she took on for her role in Captain Marvel. Quote, "If I was seeing this movie, I think it would mean so much more to me knowing there was a type of dedication put into it and that it's not. Girls are strong with CGI. It's girls are strong, period." In other words, to see a movie, to see an actor or some form of celebrity that has the body and the movement abilities and capabilities to do the role, to be the action hero like John Wick, Keanu Reeves, or Jackie Chan in all his movies, or in this case, a female, Brie Larson, who does her own stunts in this Captain Marvel. That's cool stuff. And then we admire the actor that much more because they're not just acting. They're living the role in real life to come and act it out for our entertainment. Women can see results from resistance training just as quickly as men, if not faster. Quote, "Through participation in a resistance training program, women can apparently increase their strength at the same rate as men or faster." End quote. Reads the latest edition of the text Essentials of Strength and Conditioning. Regardless of what you do during your day, lifting weights and building strength not only helps improve body composition, but it also helps build confidence, improve self-esteem, and mental health. Whether you see it as looking good, feeling good, or vice versa, lifting weights gives you countless reasons to add strength training to your workout. But remember, the weights you use matters. There's a massive difference in the physical and mental benefits provided by doing, say, heavy barbell back squats versus a trillion lateral raises with a 2-pound dumbbell. Whether you're a man or a woman, if you're looking to get the most out of resistance training, the game plan will be the same. Using barbells and dumbbells more frequently than machines. Focus on big movements that target large musculature like squats, deadlifts, lunges, chin-ups, rows, bench presses, overhead presses, etc., rather than isolation like bicep curls or tricep extensions or lateral arm raises. You want to keep your reps in a set that is between 1 to 6 range when you're trying to go for maximal strength, and you want to go from 6 to 12 range when you're trying to build mass. Make sure that you're resting the proper amount for your goals. And most importantly, keep progressing, okay? The reason lifting tiny weights doesn't result in big changes in your body is because of the concept called progressive overload. If you want to make the most out of resistance training, progressive overload should always be front of the mind. End of article. And really close to the end of the video, okay? As this person finishes this article and talks about progressive overload, this is when I'm talking to you, my clients or my friends that come in and lift and do some training with me. When I say pick a weight that you're going to fail between a rep range of 5 to 8, it's because that's where the progressive overload happens. That's where the failure of the muscles and the forcing of adaptation happens, okay? If you're lifting weights and you're going all the way up to the highest range of the rep goal that your coach gives you, and you're not failing, and you're not sweating, and you're not quivering to finish locking out the arms in that bench press or to finish that back squat, your body's not going to adapt. It's not going to adapt to the changes necessary to get stronger. And to be honest, you're wasting your time. If you don't nearly fail at least one time in all the sets that you're doing in a workout for each of the muscle groups, you haven't pushed your muscles to their max. You haven't gone beyond your limit. And it's not until we go beyond our limit that our body will adapt and the results will come. So my friends, that being said, video's over. Train insane or stay the same. Don't stay the same. Stay strong and get after it.